Staff Sergeant James Maxwell smirked at the qualification roster. His Texas drawl cutting through the morning fog at Camp Pendleton's range 218. "Command thinks we need diversity in our scout sniper platoon," he announced to the gathered Marines. "So they sent us a logistics girl to observe. Maybe she can count our brass when we're done." Laughter rippled through the men. 20 yards away, Lance Corporal Sarah Kowalski stood motionless, her face neutral, eyes fixed on the swirling mist. At 28.56 with calloused hands and hardened shoulders, she'd heard worse. What Maxwell didn't know was that Sarah had hand-loaded precision ammunition since age 12 in her grandfather's Montana workshop. Transferred from the Marine Corps shooting team at Quantico just 3 days prior, her real achievements were buried under classified files. And her father, Mika Kowalski, had been a defector from the Soviet Sparrow program. Elite Warsaw Pact snipers trained for high-value assassinations. When Sarah reported for ammo, Maxwell tossed her standard ball rounds. "Support personnel don't rate match grade," he sneered. "File a request. It'll take days." But Sarah had contingencies. 40 personal handloads, Sierra Match King hollow points in Lake City brass, locked in her SUV. As the sun burned off the fog, she watched Maxwell's shooters zero their rifles with confidence born of privilege. Corporal Daniels, Maxwell's favorite, blew on his barrel like a gunslinger, drawing more laughs. Gunnery Sergeant Harrington, the 68-year-old range safety officer with eyes like faded blue steel, approached Sarah. "Problem with issued ammo?" "Supplementing with competition loads, Gunny." Harrington eyed the rounds. "Custom? Learned from your father?" "Yes, Gunny. He defected from Poland in '81. Harrington's face shifted. "Mika Kowalski. Berlin, 1979. I had him in my crosshairs. He had me in his. Neither shot." "Too many civilians." Sarah's breath caught. Her father never mentioned Berlin or the Sparrow program. Harrington leaned in. "Colonel Mitchell's scouting for something special. Use position 8 for mirage reading." He walked away, leaving Sarah reeling. Sarah had enlisted at 19 for purpose. Her father died during her boot camp. She missed his funeral but shot expert. In Afghanistan, she replaced a wounded marksman on a MARSOC team, eliminating 12 Taliban in an ambush. Classified, no medal. Now she selected a dusty M40A1 rifle, serial 15847 with a repaired stock. Corporal Jackson from Motor Transport warned, cracked stock. But Sarah knew the barrel was true. "Heard about Maxwell's games. My sister faced the same in artillery. Need a spotter? Allies in unexpected places." Sarah accepted. By 1300, word spread, the princess would shoot despite Maxwell's sabotage. Heat waves shimmered, wind gusting 8 to 12 knots. Sarah took position 8, reading Mirage like her father taught. First string, 600 yards, prone supported, 10 rounds. Her hand loads grouped tighter than match grade. Jackson called, "Center X, perfect score." Colonel Mitchell verified, pausing on her target. At 800 yards unsupported, Maxwell's shooters showed vertical stringing from inconsistent ammo. Sarah's round stayed true, another perfect string. Maxwell's face darkened. Final string, 900 yards, gusty winds. Sarah anticipated shifts in Mirage, scoring 8-10X ring. Daniels managed 7 black. Mitchell confronted Maxwell, revealing Sarah's Quantico transfer and classified background. In the control tower, Mitchell relieved Maxwell. "Report for reassignment." Then to Sarah, "Heard of Project Galileo?" Classified top secret. A task force countering nuclear threats from ex-Soviet officers like Colonel Alexei Volkov, Sparrow's architect. "Volkov trained your father. We need Sparrow skills with American values." Sarah learned Volkov sold nuclear expertise and sniper training post-Soviet collapse. Her father's defection stemmed from moral lines. Berlin proved it. Mitchell suspected Volkov induced Mika's cancer. Interested? Sarah was. Transferred to Building 87, Sarah trained Sergeants Willis and Reyes in Sparrow techniques, reading thermal layers, intuiting ballistics. "Read the air between worlds," she explained, echoing her father. Harrington showed her a hybrid rifle, the Amalgam, Mika's design blending east and west. Dr. Lefke, a Sparrow defector, provided optics. Intelligence accelerated. A Sparrow-style sniper killed UN observers in Chechnya at 1,800 yards, leaving brass engraved MK, Mika's initials. A message Volkov knew about Sarah. Threats intercepted. The Sparrow's daughter flies on borrowed wings. Volkov invited betrayal or death. Mission shifted. Direct action on Volkov's Kazakhstan compound. Sarah led snipers. A tactical team secured nukes. Maxwell was the leak. Betrayed after his brother's death soured him on the system. Deployed via halo jump, they marched nights, reaching a ridge 1,800 meters out. Surveillance revealed a decoy Volkov. Relocating to 2,100 meters, they spotted the demonstration prep. Maxwell arrived, confirming betrayal. Floodlights exposed the tactical team, ambush. Sarah engaged Volkov on the rooftop, 2,178 meters through layered winds. Reading Mirage Coriolis density, she fired. Center mass. Volkov's successor executed Maxwell per orders. Sarah dropped him too. Extraction, 2 KIA. Volkov died en route to Moscow. Nukes unrecovered but network fractured. Back home, Mitchell promoted Sarah to captain equivalent. She accepted permanent Galileo role, training others, leading missions. 6 months later, instructing 12 operators, including women, she felt Mika's legacy. Skills for peace, not war. 1 year on, Galileo neutralized copycats. A memorial honored the fallen. Mika's medal reminded of moral choices. Sarah's 5th mission targeted a Caucasus camp. The air between worlds carried legacy, father to daughter, shadow to light. Smash that subscribe button right now. You don't want to miss what's next.